This is TJ Fowler for Skullbanger.net, and I'm here with Chris Boltendahl of Gravedigger, one of Germany's biggest heavy metal bands and one of your longest running metal bands. You've been in the business for about 30 years now.
Yeah, 34 years now.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Very, very long time. So I'm very excited about this. I've been a fan since I lived in Tennessee, and there's not a lot of Gravedigger fans in Tennessee, so this is a special pleasure. And Chris, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, TJ.
Yeah, thank you. And big news is you got a new album coming out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Return of the Reaper. Comes out July the 11th here in Europe. And I'll let you do the talking on this. What can you tell everybody out there what to expect from this new album?
Yeah, it's not a concept CD, the first, and yeah, I think it has all the trademarks Gravedigger is standing for. It's really true. It's straight metal, good choruses, and I think at the end it's another piece of German true metal.
Sure. Okay. Great. That's good to hear. Now, Loreley, I think does this mark the first show of the tour? I believe I looked at your tour dates. Yeah. Okay. So you're getting started on the tour now. Can we expect to hear any of the new songs tonight?
Not yet.
Oh!
No, not yet. Because the album will be released in 3 weeks, and today there will be another best of Gravedigger show, and with all the classic stuff. And I think that's more important because the promotion already started for the new album, but not on the live sector.
All right. Well, and I was going to ask you about some classic songs. Now I know sometimes you go back and do some rare songs that you've not played in a long time. Is there any certain songs that you might be playing? I always like the song Fallout. I don't know if you play that much at all.
From the first area we only play one song, and we start the earliest song in the set is from Heavy Metal Breakdown, and then the next is from The Reaper.
Okay.
So
no Fallout.
Nothing from Witch Hunt or
War Games. Okay, all right. Well, no problem. Now, you just mentioned that this album is not a concept album, Return of the Reaper. But your last several albums, with maybe an exception of one or two, have revolved around some sort of a concept, mythology, the Rhine Gold, Greek mythology, some other things, some Scottish Highlands things. This album, after I listened to it, it's more open. It's different subject matters and stuff. So was this a conscious decision to make a non-concept album?
Yeah, because after all these concept CDs, we are really finished now with that. We did so much, and at the end, I felt a bit of stagnation in this writing concept CDs, and I think the new one is something like out of our own boundaries, and we made on this album what we like to do, and not following a special concept. So that is the magic, that it sounds so fresh and so heavy, because there are no boundaries around us, and so we can do what we want, and that was a real pleasure for us to record this one. Sure.
So the only concept is rocking out, is that right?
And the only concept is the Return of the Reaper.
That's right.
The Reaper is standing for all the trademarks of Gravedigger we grow up with in the early 80s and in the mid 90s, and so I think the people will like it.
That's great. That's great to hear. So now, the new album, Fear of the Reaper, or Return of the Reaper, I'm sorry, Fear of the Reaper, Brother Boy still called Return of the Reaper. Now it has several songs like Tattooed Rider, Grave Desecrator, and Season of the Witch. Now, to me, these songs sound very fun. Like you said, it's not like a concept revolving, like you're a little bit more loose and having fun with what you're doing, and they sound fresh. Even though you've been in the business for a very long time, you don't sound very you don't sound stagnant. So what do you do to kind of stay fresh and put out good material? And I mean, I know it's not an easy answer, maybe, but
yeah, but at the end, it's the faith in your own music. We know what we can. We love metal. And that is the reason, and we feel young, we feel not old, so to make music, to bring your own creativity to the people, holds you young, and that is the magic of perhaps Gravedigger or other bands, older metal bands.
All right, well, the one thing I want to touch on was the artwork for Return of the Reaper. Heavy metal bands all around are known for artwork on their covers a lot, but this artwork, it really struck me. I was like, man, that's a really cool piece of art there. Who did you have do the artwork for this album?
I always came up with ideas to the artist in Hungary. It's an Hungarian guy, and I said to him, "Hey, I want to do the Return of the Reaper. What you thinking about a coach and the coffin and the Reaper with the horses and everything?" And then he's working on this idea, and it takes a long time, more than half a year, to develop it, and it goes step by step, like building a house, you know.
Sure.
So I'm totally satisfied with it.
It's really
it's classical metal cover, like the music on it.
Yeah, very awesome. So if you want your metal album covers to look cool, go to Hungary and you can get them done. So now, I always like to ask bands that's been in the business for a while this question. I asked Rolf from Running Wild this question, and he had a pretty interesting answer. But what have you learned from being in the music business for so long? Like mistakes that you could warn younger bands to maybe avoid, or what to do, or whatever?
What I learned is to stay patient.
Yeah.
Because you can't force anything out, you know, and I'm a really calm guy. I love my work. I believe in Gravedigger. I believe in our fans, and that is all I can say. Because if you love your own work, people will feel it outside that you make it with love and passion, and I think that is the most important thing. Okay. You will see it on live. We are not a theater. What we are doing is real. Yeah. It came from the inner stuff of us.
Okay, that's cool. Now, bands I've seen that's been in the genre, or any genre, pop music or whatever genre it may be, if they've been in it for a long time, sometimes fans expect them to sound a certain way. Do you ever feel the pressure to be a certain way for Gravedigger, or do you kind of still like, well, I want to write what I want to write?
We are Gravedigger, and I think that we create an own style of heavy metal, and people love it or people hate it. There's nothing in the middle. Yeah. You know, and that is the best thing what can happen, because we have created our own trademark. We create this own Gravedigger sound, and that is the best what could happen, because people outside love or hate. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing in between.
Sounds like a marriage or something. All right. Well, now, I always felt some of your music would fit to a movie or maybe some sort of a video game or something. But would you ever be interested in doing like a soundtrack to a movie? And if so, what kind of movie would you like to put your music to, or genre?
Could be any kind of movie. We can do it for a fantasy movie, or we can do it for a criminal road movie, or I think at the end it would sound like Gravedigger.
A Gravedigger movie.
Yeah. So it depends not on the storyboard.
Sure.
It depends on what we feel when we see the movie. So, and then we can create the music around that.
Okay. All right.
Not for a love movie or something, but
Titanic with Gravedigger. All right. Well, now I want to work this in. I'm a big Star Wars fan, and when on your album, sometimes when you do some of your narrations and stuff, you sound like a Yoda that would turn to the dark side. You sound like a dark side Yoda or something. So I didn't know if since we can look at you as the heavy metal Yoda.
It's a compliment, because I'm a big Star Wars fan too, and I love these movies, and to be Yoda is a cool stuff.
Yeah. So what can you tell all the dark side headbangers out here to expect from Gravedigger this year?
What you can expect from Gravedigger is faith, truth, and the love to heavy metal.
Hear that, Sith Lord Yoda? All right, well, this is the last question. I try to ask this of all the bands, and being from Tennessee, it's not a very heavy metal oriented state. It's more country music, but you know, Elvis, the king of rock and roll, is from there. And I always like to hear the answers of metal bands. If they were to do a cover song of an Elvis song, what would you do for Gravedigger? What would Gravedigger do?
I like the song Hound Dog.
Hound Dog, okay. Yeah. All right. Ain't nothing but a grave digging hound dog.
No.
There you go. Belted out. Well, Chris, I know you're busy. You got showtime here in about an hour. I'll get you out of here, but thank you very much.
Thank you,
yeah,
my friend.
No problem.
Take care, yeah?
Yeah.
Bye-bye.